the industry. I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. I'm back. Let us start if you don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back.
Forward, a 6'8" graduate student from Cary, North Carolina, number 1, Justin McCoy. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Rio das Ostras, Brazil, number 5, Bernardo da Silva. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Melbourne, Australia, number 22, Ryan Rapp. At guard, a 6-foot graduate student from Morrisville, North Carolina, number 55, Juan Munoz. And that guard, a 6'2" senior from Leopoldburg, Belgium, number 4, Noel Coleman. The head coach for the Rainbow Warriors is Iran Ganat.
Double-digit performances by 4 Hawaii seniors, the Rainbow Warrior basketball team held off a late-game rally by CSUN Wednesday to improve to 10-9 in the Big West. Tonight, Hawaii wraps up the regular season schedule at home, looking to send off its 6 seniors with a victory and a coveted bye heading into the Big West tournament in Henderson, Nevada. On senior night, there's a ton on the line. The Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in the Big West finale. And with that, we welcome you into Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center, Kanoa. He's sitting next to Artie Wilson. Artie, take us through the Kaiser Permanente keys to the game.
For Bakersfield, they want to control at least two of the seniors. You can't have McCoy, Coleman, Da Silva, or Munoz go off, and you don't want Javon and McLanahan to come in and go off. So 2 of those have to be neutralized. For the Rainbow Warriors, it's simple. Focus and perform. Focus on the task at hand and perform in each and every event. Rebound, don't turn the ball over, shoot the ball real well and play together. Get a win, get up to the tournament in good shape with a positive attitude.
And some of the edge has been removed. Some of the drama no longer part of the festivities. Cal State Fullerton lost to UC Irvine earlier tonight. UC Santa Barbara lost to UC Riverside. Long Beach State also lost at home to UC Davis. So as the dust settles, Bakersfield has already qualified for the Big West Conference Tournament. And Hawaii, regardless of what happens in this game, is the 3 seed, believe it or not, in the Big West Conference Tournament.
The amazing thing about that is if Hawaii wins or loses this, it doesn't matter. They're in the 3 seed.
Correct.
They might play Bakersfield again because Bakersfield is going to be in their bracket.
That's right. It would be 8 versus 5 on that first day. Hawaii would enjoy the bye, and Hawaii would play the winner of that 5 versus 8 matchup.
Yeah.
It is Justin McCoy, one of the 6 players for Hawaii who will be honored at the conclusion of this game. Here on senior night, Hawaii coming in 18-13, 10-9 in the Big West. The Runners 13-17, 8-11 in conference play, but they've won their last 3. And head coach Rod Barnes says, we are as healthy as we have been all season, as Fidelis Okereke getting the ball in the post area draws the foul. The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Ryan Rapp once again getting the call in the first 5 for Hawaii, starting his 9th straight game. Foul was called on Bernardo da Silva, by the way.
And that's one of the real factors in the ball game. Bernardo, if he stays out of early foul trouble, he has an impact on the game. If he gets in early foul trouble, it slows him down.
Corey Stevenson controls at the top. Gets it to Caleb Higgins. He's the top scorer for the Runners. Over 17 a game, working against Juan Munoz. The pull-up jumper a little long. Ball batted out. And a long rebound for Bakersfield. They get a fresh 20.
And they're going to try to get the ball inside to the big fella.
Here's McGee. Loves any shot that comes his way. Marvin McGee, the third, feels like he can drop it. And he hits the bucket to break the ice here from distance.
Coach Barnes calls him the heart and the soul of the team as far as the competitor. He just wants to play everybody's best player.
Here's Noel Coleman, top scorer for Hawaii, tries a three and strokes it.
Noel says, you better come out here if you're going to guard me. Deep and effective was Noel.
Now third on the all-time made threes career list for Hawaii. One behind Zane Johnson. And here's a takeaway. Justin McCoy hands it off to Munoz. Juan Munoz driving the lane. A little teardrop. Left it short, but we're going to have a foul against Bakersfield. Little push-off under the glass. We take a look at Rod Barnes in his 13th year as head coach for Cal State Bakersfield. 25th year overall as a head coach. Coached at his alma mater, Ole Miss, was the first ever All-SEC player and SEC Coach of the Year. And he led the Rebels to 3 NCAA appearances in the Sweet 16 in 2001. Of course, coached for a long time here at Bakersfield in the Western Athletic Conference before making it over to the Big West as Justin McCoy is able to finish in the paint. A good sign early for Hawaii.
McCoy was playing bully ball right there. Hawaii's off to a nice start.
There's Cameron Wilbon, transfer from Sacramento State. Early substitution here for Bakersfield. Pull-up jumper off the mark there by Corey Stevenson. Another rebound for Bernardo da Silva. Had 12 boards the other night against CSUN. Ryan Rapp spinning in the paint. Tough shot, rattles out. And Okereke secures the board. Okereke spent the previous 3 seasons at CSUN. Led the Matadors in rebounding last year. Good in-conference get for Rod Barnes.
No question. Get a big fella who can play and who's physical.
Yeah, says he is extremely aggressive, and they're going to try to get the ball in the post here. Draws a double team. And then the pass is deflected, and Munoz comes away with the carom.
Good double team by Hawaii. That's one of the scouting reports. Make him make decisions with the ball after being double teamed.
And another whistle away from the basketball. Take a look at Aram Ganat in his 9th season atop the program. Okereke is going to pick up his first foul. And it has been a roller coaster ride for Hawaii this year. Started the season 7-1. Since then they've gone 11-12, but they've also won 8 of their last 11. And even with 10 wins going into the final game of the regular season, they've already secured the 3 seed in the conference tournament. That's pretty remarkable. Okereke cleaning up the spill after the Caleb Higgins miss.
Yeah, and the Rainbow Warriors turned the ball over on the inbounds play. Not what you need to do at this point in the season. You've got to be perfection with those types of plays.
Coleman being guarded by the freshly inserted Nassim Gaskin. Now Rapp on the drive, layup is good. Able to take Corey Stevenson off the bounce. An aggressive move there by Ryan Rapp. Averaging 4 points a game, shooting 40% from the field. Hawaii 3 for its first 6 in shooting here tonight. Bakersfield 2 for 5. Here's Okereke going over the left shoulder. Rebound batted out. It's an open look for 3. Wilbon knocks it down. Bakersfield hits just 4.6 threes per game. That's 3 less than Hawaii at a 31% clip. They have knocked down 2 already on 2 tries. Munoz, that got swiped away. Ahead it goes to Higgins. Higgins step back three.
Ooh.
Oh, that one rattled and popped out, and McCoy able to chase down the board. Coleman on the drive. That got blocked. And it's Higgins who recovers it. What a block by Okereke.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing free coming to the basket tonight. This is, you better put your hard hat on, get your mouth guard in.
Get it into Okereke again. The double comes again. His pass gets deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here with Bakersfield. Runners cleaning some windows.
Oof.
Welcome back. Don't miss a second of the action. Watch Spectrum Sports on the go. The Spectrum News app has the local sports you love and the news and weather that matter most to you. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. It's available even hours before tip-off, as was the case earlier as Javon McLanahan checks into the game for the first time. 19 points, made a couple of triples the first time these two teams met. That was in California all the way back on January 4th. Hawaii winning that one 78-67.
Couple months.
A couple of subs for Bakersfield as well. Jaden Alexander and Modestus Consleris. 5 seconds to shoot here on this possession for the Runners. Consleris putting it on the deck, driving against Bernardo da Silva, and the rebound after a good box out by McCoy. Here's Coleman lining up a three. And the rebound off to Nassim Gaskin. Rob Barnes telling us this is as healthy as we have been all year. And you could really say it's as healthy as they've been in 2 seasons. They were ravaged by injuries last year. Tom Mark, the reverse, got it to go and one. 6'7" junior from Aflihem, Belgium. So 2 Belgians sharing the floor here. When you take Noel Coleman into account, it's Ryan Rapp picking up the foul, but Tom Park, an extremely athletic 6'7" junior.
Oh, that was real quick. That was extremely quick.
Barnes calls Mark the glue guy. And he's played some pretty good ball here over the last 4 or 5 games. Meanwhile, 2 more subs here for Hawaii. As Harry Ruliadep and Tom Beatty check in for the first time. 4-point advantage here for Bakersfield. A little over 6 minutes gone by in half number 1. See some extended pressure by the Runners. Bakersfield winners of their last 3. 2 of those against 2 of the better teams in the conference in UC San Diego and UC Davis. Hawaii lucky to hang on to the basketball, but then the block sends it the other way anyway.
One thing you can't be is indecisive against this team. Bakersfield has guys, and they have multiple guys that'll go get the ball.
The block by Tom Mark. 3rd block already for Bakersfield. They're on a 6-0 run. But in traffic, Wilbon unable to finish. Beatty on the drive. Finds Coleman in the corner. 3 up. Doesn't go.
Look at only Blue going up for the rebound. That's not a good sign for Hawaii.
Lead pass broken up by Coleman, but it goes out of bounds. Officiating trio here this evening. We got one of our faves, Glenn Mayberry. He's the head referee. You got Jeremy Dente. And how about Bill Vinovich, also a member of this officiating trio?
That's an NFL Super Bowl official, huh?
How about the guy who was the chief on the crew for this past Super Bowl?
How about that? Who's going to question him?
The guy just loves officiating ball games.
Yes, he does.
Baseline jumper by Mark. Rattles, doesn't go, and it's the smallest player on the floor, Javon McLanahan, who retrieves it. Oh, really adept. The C's parted, goes up and got it, swung away by Mark. Talk about access denied.
Oh my goodness.
McCoy. Oh, a tough off-balance contested shot. Off the glass goes. And that ended a 6-0 run. Hawaii was scoreless for 4 minutes.
That was one of the most spectacular blocks I think we've seen in this building. My.
Yeah, Ruliadef went up with some bad intentions, but Tom Mark wasn't having it.
We met him with worse intentions.
Here's Wilbon over the left shoulder. That gets the friendly bounce. 11 and a half minutes to go here in this first half. Bakersfield setting a certain defensive tone here, Artie.
Oh. I mean, Harry Ruliadef went aggressively to the basket. You love what you saw, and then Marks just went up and said,
Pump fake there by McCoy. Draws the foul. This could go against Tom Mark.
Yeah, watch this now. Harry's going up. This is strong. He's got a great move. Big time block. And then Justin McCoy says, hey, can't get this one.
Well, here's another angle of that vicious block by Tom Mark.
That's a great defensive play because he was playing help defense. He got a teammate's back on that. Unbelievable. But then Justin McCoy comes and finishes the big play. But that young man from Belgium, man, we could have gotten a twofer. I wonder does Noel know him?
That one left the mark. First year at Bakersfield for Tom Mark, transfer from Tallahassee Community College in Florida. Oof. And now Dolph Panopio, 6'1" junior from Rome, Italy, in his third year with Bakersfield. Went career the first meeting with Hawaii back in January. 23 points on 9 of 13 shooting.
He played well in that first match.
And now Justin McCoy, who's been playing well in league play. He has the team best 13.2 points per game in Big West play. Second on the team overall, averaging 12 per. Transfer from North Carolina. And the only regrettable part about the Justin McCoy story is that he's a one and done here in Mānoa.
Just 1 year. See you later.
Yeah, he's made an impact for sure. He's been playing his best ball here down the stretch. The takeaway and the breakaway. Noel got fouled.
Great aggressive play by Noel Coleman. Tipping the ball away and then exploded with the right-hand dribble to try and get a lay-in. Now he's watching for the defender. He knows he's coming, but he gets a foul on the left arm. We get 2 free throws.
Coleman, an 82% free throw shooter. We mentioned coming into this game, tied for third in made threes at the University of Hawaii. He made one already, and so he is now one back of tying Zane Johnson for second on the list. He broke a tie with Predrag Savo with that made three earlier.
I am Savo, one of the all-time best competitors in University of Hawaii basketball history.
Contested shot there, falls off the rim. Good tap out by Ruliadef after the Wilbon miss. Caleb Higgins back on the floor. He's guarding Javon. It's McCoy back to the basket. Now squares up. The mid-ranger is good. Justin McCoy's got 8 points here in this first half.
And Justin is playing really confident and very, very comfortable basketball.
Hawaii now on a 6-0 run. Onsleris, tough shot. And it goes. We have a whistle, though, underneath. Bill Vinovich with the whistle. And they're going to take a look at this, and they're going to look to see if this is a flagrant. Okereke, you saw going underneath Justin McCoy, kind of a dangerous play there, and something that is excessive enough, at least in real time, that they can take a look at it. I'm not sure what they're going to get from this.
I don't think he intentionally, I think he was standing in that position, and McCoy actually jumped and went backwards toward
So it's a foul on Okereke.
Yeah.
And now they're just checking to see if it deserves an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think he saw McCoy go up in the air and then slid under him, at least from that example.
So Dallas Okereke, the 6'6", 260-pound junior. And here's another angle at it. It looked like he was just trying to box out. It's just a dangerous situation that McCoy was in.
If you look at it again, Noel Coleman looked like he might have actually pushed him into a certain position.
And we're going to get clarification here.
Flagrant 1, 23.
All right, so they are upgrading it. They're calling it a flagrant 1 here against Okereke.
Wow.
One foul number 23. Dallas Okereke.
And so here's Justin McCoy to shoot the technical foul. Well, Fidelis Okereke, he is really aggressive, and we have seen it here in different spots already in this half. But he is built, man, 6'6", 260. A former CSUN coach for whom Okereke played, Mark Gottfried, he compared him to an LA Rams defensive end,
Well,
and you would tend to agree with that.
Well, the official who called the Super Bowl game looked at him and said, hey, this is not the NFL. I mean, he's a big, strong young man.
And so he is hanging at the bench here for the moment. Hawaii up 2, they get the ball. And it's Noel Coleman to bring it up. Both these teams already locked into their respective seeds for next week's Big West tournament in Henderson, Nevada, as Javon McLanahan's jump shot doesn't go. Saving it along the baseline was Contreras. And how about the preseason prognosticators? Talking about the coaches. Hawaii preseason pick to finish 3rd in the Big West this year. They get the 3 seed.
Yeah.
Bakersfield preseason pick to finish 8th. They got the 8th seed.
Biggest disappointing team in the Big West regular season, Santa Barbara, would you say?
Yeah, UCSB was preseason pick the favorite. It has not turned out that way for the Gauchos, but they will have an opportunity to put it together next week in Nevada. And you figure that tournament more or less
is open.
Up for grabs. Here's McCoy. Oh, it went down and out. Offensive board, Rulia Death. Out to Beatty. His 3 also rims out.
Wide open is the Big West tournament.
I thought you were going to say wide open was Tom Beatty.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Hawaii 1 for 5 from downtown. Bakersfield 2 for 2. Here's Wilbon backing in, kicks it out to Higgins. His 3 doesn't go. First miss from out there for the Runners, but an offensive board by Contreras. Contreras in his 2nd year with Bakersfield, a transfer from Creighton. And now we'll have a whistle against Tom Beatty there, playing defense.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul. And for the Roadrunners to the 5, Steve Gaskell. The Rainbow Warriors to the 5, Bernardo Silva. 34, Jacobs.
We should clarify, Bakersfield guaranteed the 8th seed, but they can actually, with a win, move up to the 7th seed. With a win here on this floor tonight. So, but still, the preseason rankings pretty on point for these 2 squads, as Akira Jacobs, who just checks in, commits the foul. That's the 4th team foul for Hawaii. Bakersfield with 5. What do you think about the rhythm or lack thereof here so far in this game?
Well, I think both teams are imposing their will on the other.
And Wilbon getting that to go +1. And that's going to be on Beatty. He picks up a quick 2 fouls.
To continue my answer of your question, as you look at the replay, neither defense is changing the dynamic of the offensive play of the team. So Hawaii's doing what they want to do on offense, and so is Bakersfield right now.
So So here's Cameron Wilbon, 67% free throw shooter this year, transfer from Sacramento State. And it's going to be a foul against the Roadrunners as Bernardo da Silva was trying to save it along the baseline, and Contreras is going to pick this up. Yeah, Wilbon, who was at Sacramento State last year, was teammates with CSUN's Gianni Hunt over there. We saw Hunt and the Matadors on Wednesday. Tied at 17, and Coleman getting trapped near midcourt, splits the double team. And Hawaii will now get into its stuff, under 20 on the shot clock.
That was almost a desperation break.
7 seconds to shoot. Nice pass by Rapp. Extra pass, Munoz for three. Hey, Kolu!
That's pretty incredible to give up a dunk and pass it out for a three. Thank you, Juan Munoz, if you're Bernardo da Silva, because there would be people critical of that pass.
Munoz, team best 59th made three this season. And Hawaii by three here. 7.5 to go in the first. Four seconds on the shot clock. Someone's got to get it up. Mark to beat the buzzer, and that hits the top of the backboard.
Well, that doesn't count toward beating the shot clock. Watch this. Now he's there for a dunk. No, I'm passing it out to my sharpshooter for three.
Welcome back. Let's check out tonight's Hyundai head-to-head stat line. Bench points. Bakersfield outscoring Hawaii's bench 9-0 here to this point. We mentioned the runners healthy, got about as many bodies as Rod Barnes has had the privilege of dealing with. The two-time Western Athletic Conference Don Haskins Coach of the Year winner back in 2016 and 2017. Also coached, aside from his time at his alma mater, Ole Miss, Georgia State, from 07 to 2011. He is as experienced as they come in the head coaching game. Cody Williams on the floor now for Hawaii. Brings a little bit of speed to the festivities, but a trap in the corner, and Da Silva is going to get bailed out by a foul call against Gaskin. And that's going to be the 7th team foul for Bakersfield, so 1-on-1 bonus coming up, and there you see the reaction by Coach Barnes. The Roadrunners 3-12 in true road games this year, but as mentioned, they did get a road win in their last outing at Cal Poly. They've won 3 straight. And here's Bernardo da Silva at the free throw line, 50% on the year.
It's a 1-and-1, huh?
And he gets the first.
All right, Bernardo.
A couple of Bernardo fans coming out on senior night. Hawaii rocking the retro throwback uniforms. And Bernardo gets both.
He said, Kanoa, I'm not a 50% free throw shooter on senior night.
Bernardo da Silva tops in the league in field goal percentage. He's shooting 60% from the field this season. Also 3rd in the conference in rebounding. Pulling down 7 a game, averaging just under 12 points per. Here's Contreras with an open look in the paint. Good drop off there by Corey Stevenson.
Nice dive.
Contreras from Kaunas, Lithuania. 6'9", 205-pounder. Ooh, and there's a steal. What a save along the bench. Ahead it goes to Stevenson. Tried to leave it for Contreras. Deflected out of bounds, and it stays here. But what a play by Nassim Gaskin. As you take a look at that last bucket for the runners.
Yeah, that was incredible. And then the steal. Look at this. That's as good a play as you're going to see defensively of effort.
And that's deflected out of bounds. Some active hands at both ends here in this one.
You know, it's like a fight. Neither guy has, both have thrown a couple good shots and the jabs are working.
Stevenson got stripped out of bounds. A little herky-jerky possession for Bakersfield on this trip. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Out in front it goes to Contreras. Gaskin almost got his pocket picked. Bounce pass, Contreras. And that one falls off the iron. Offensive rebound underneath by Stevenson. Got blocked by Bernardo. And it's Munoz leading the break for the Bows. And he throws it away.
Juan was undecided to what he wanted to do with that. He was challenging and had made up his mind he was going to make a pass before he saw that all he had to do was take it to the basket. He would have gotten fouled.
Third turnover for Hawaii. 4 on the other side for Bakersfield. But Hawaii scored 6 points off of those 4 turnovers.
Missed opportunity that time for the Rainbow Warriors.
Goes by 3. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Pinocchio back on the floor working against Rapp. Extra pass. It's McGee for 3. That's good. He can get hot in a hurry. 34% three-point shooter, but 6th in the Big West in made threes per game, 1.9.
And he was asking for the ball, too. So when he caught it, he just shot it. It was no hesitation on his part.
Rapp turning the corner. Contested shot doesn't go. Good box out there, Contreras. Bakersfield a chance to take the lead here. And Gaskin stepped on the end line.
Gaskin's been on the end line a couple times in this first half. Watch this 3. That's a big-time three-point ball right there.
I mentioned all of the injuries for the Roadrunners last season. McGee was the only member of the team to play and start, in fact, all 33 games a year ago. Shot 40% from outside the arc last season.
He's the defensive stopper. He's the big competitor for that team.
Meanwhile, no field goals for Hawaii in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds and counting. Here's De Silva, though, deep touch. Beatty knocks over the defender, no call, and then he finishes at the rim. And the first bench points for the Bows, courtesy the freshman from Auckland, New Zealand. And Rod Barnes is going to signal for a timeout. Hawaii by a bucket, 4:35 left to play.
Well, Rod Barnes is calling a timeout to ask why there was not a charge called. What happened? Why wasn't there a charge? Is what he's asking.
Thoughts on what we're seeing as far as the officiating is concerned? These two teams have liked at times things to be a little bit more physical, things to be more allowed throughout the ball game. What have we seen here so far in this first half?
I think both they've been pretty consistent on both sides of the ball. I think they're allowing the players to play, but they're quick with the whistle so it doesn't get out of hand. It's going to be interesting to see if they will remain consistent through this ball game and not change the way they call the second half of the game.
Well, while we have a chance here, just wanted to give a shout out to one of our colleagues across the way, calling the game on radio on ESPN Honolulu, Bobby Curran. This is his final radio broadcast of a University of Hawaii sporting event. His popular morning radio show will continue, but 32 years, over 3 decades of calling Hawaii sports.
Yeah, it's nice to see Bobby back. I mean, he went through an awful lot to get back, and just got to feel good about that and the fact that he's still able to do it.
Stoked that Bobby going to get his flowers. Will be honored at halftime here this evening, and Coleman finishing with the right hand. A signature of his, the ability to finish on both sides.
Yep. Great job by Noel Coleman. Hawaii's got a little breathing room now, up by 4 with 4:05 to go.
Seconds to shoot. And getting the shot up was McGee, but they're going to say it was too late. And so a shot clock violation. It's Hawaii by 4. 3:44 left to play in this first half. Welcome back. Bobby Curran has made such an impact on this place, and Hawaii, his adopted home, ran into some serious health issues in recent years, and even the fact that he was able to traverse those and make his return to the microphone, that unto itself, I think, is a story that is...
It's a great story.
Yeah, it's certainly deserving of recognition, but also the fact that, he was able to return to the microphone and call Hawaii basketball here this season, and tonight he gets to enjoy it one last time.
Yeah, this is the sport he loves.
Here's Tom Beattie going to the hoop. Hawaii with success driving that right side of the lane.
Yeah, Tom Beattie's doing a nice job being aggressive, and that is the future because he is one of the key guys coming back for the Rainbow Warriors. They don't have a lot of returnees, and Tom Beattie's going to be special.
How about that special finish? Caleb Higgins, 5'10" senior from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, 7th in the Big West in scoring. It's Hawaii by 4. Hawaii has made 3 of its last 3 field goals. Make it 4 in a row. Justin McCoy is in his bag right now. He's got 12 to lead everybody.
Boy, and he's playing so efficient.
And 4 of 6 from the floor. Conslaris has it at the elbow, gets it to Mark just inside the arc. And he's able to knock it down.
Tom Mark is he's athletic. He's long, he's quick, he jumps well.
He's actually the team's leading shot blocker. And we've seen the reason why a couple of times tonight. Here's Coleman, the step back 3.
Noel saw he had a big fellow on him that didn't want to be out there. He danced with him for a moment and then just raised and took a nice 3-point shot.
So that ties Zane Johnson for second on the career-made threes list. Meanwhile, Higgins fouled by Munoz, and he'll go to the free throw line. Coleman has 10 points.
Well, one of the Kaiser keys to the ball game for Bakersfield was to control at least 2. So far, they're failing because McCoy and Coleman are getting off for the Rainbows.
And so here's Caleb Higgins in his 3rd year with Bakersfield. Just 13 games a year ago due to injury. But very much as he goes, this Bakersfield team goes. Talented scorer who transferred to Bakersfield from Holmes Junior College. Played for head coach Jason Flanagan over there, who was a former player at Ole Miss for Rod Barnes. Some shifting in the lineup here for Hawaii. Ryan Rapp coming back in. So starting 5 on the floor here for the Bows. With under 2 to go, Higgins knocks down the 2 free throws. He's an 89% free throw shooter. The differential on the scoreboard is 5. Oh, and another block by Mark. They're going to call that a goaltend. And Mark arguing his point. Unless it hit the glass first, I don't think it looked like it was on the way down.
Let's watch that again. Did it hit the glass first? Ooh. It was like, ooh.
That looked like a good block from that angle.
Ooh.
Hawaii getting fortunate perhaps on that sequence. Hawaii up now 7. Higgins. The pull up in the lane, and he's starting to get to his spots now, Artie.
Yeah, he is. He's looking to score. And Bakersfield is staying within striking distance, only down by 5 points. So if you're Rod Barnes, you want to go in the locker room with this deficit or less.
McCoy launches a three. Knocks it down.
Justin McCoy says, you have to do me. Great job by McCoy. Efficient, effective, productive.
He's got 17 here on senior night. Wilbon, tough shot. Rebound to Silva. 5-second differential between the clocks. And Aranga not going to signal for a timeout here. It's Hawaii by 8. And Justin McCoy, in his last game in front of these home fans, putting on a show as we bring you the Hawaii Honda Dealers highlight reel.
And people are saying, too bad Justin wasn't a freshman. How come you didn't get him when he was a freshman?
He has been the real McCoy here tonight. 17 points, 6 of 8 from the field.
Yeah, he's been a man among boys.
Also has 3 rebounds. Transfer from North Carolina, 6'8", 230-pounder from Cary, North Carolina. As we have pointed out many times, played his high school ball at Panther Creek, where he was teammates with Juan Munoz. Juan, the point man when it came to the recruitment.
He was the recruiter. He was the recruiter for Justin McCoy. If Juan Munoz was not here, Justin McCoy would not be here.
Scored over 2,000 points at Panther Creek, and so he was a pretty highly regarded prospect, to say the least, which is why he spent 2 years at Virginia playing for Tony Bennett before going over to North Carolina. Appeared in 30 games for the North Carolina squad that lost to Kansas in the national championship game in 2022. And the officials, we are told, are reviewing this non-goaltend call, and they can reverse that, and they can take the points off the board.
Yeah, I didn't think it was goaltending. I thought it was a good block.
And so we're going to get an explanation here from Bill Vinovich. So they're going to say that the call stands.
They had not enough to change it.
Yeah, it was officially ruled basket interference according to the rundown that we were just given by Bill Vinovich, and not enough evidence to overturn that call. Your thoughts?
Well, I guess they didn't see the visual that we saw.
I mean, the backboard was shaking, but it may have been because that ball got pinned against it.
Yeah, maybe because he blocked it. I'm not sure.
Either way, it's Hawaii by 8. They'll take it. 5-second difference here between the game clock and the shot clock. Under 10 here on this possession. McLanahan bounce pass to Silva. Pump fake, layup, good!
Hawaii called the timeout and ran a play that worked.
2 seconds, Higgins at the buzzer. And that's how the first 20 minutes comes to a close. Hawaii hits its last 8 field goals of the first frame, and they'll take a 10-point lead into the intermission. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs.
Coach, up by 10 here at the break. You really had to like the way you played on both sides of the court the last half of that quarter.
Yeah, you know, we missed some open looks early, stuck with it. They're really hard to score on. They really make it tough to initiate offense. I thought our guys did a better job the last 10 minutes.
What's the key in the second half?
Well, continue to do that offensively, sharing the ball, not getting out of our spots. Obviously, do a better job on the defensive glass.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Mānoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Hawaii ends up shooting 52% from the field in the first half, including 4 for 8 from outside the arc. Justin McCoy running the show with 17. Corner Crew takes over here at the break.
And welcome back to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. There you see Bobby Curran, a longtime voice of Rainbow Warrior Sports throughout the years. His final radio broadcast as the voice of Rainbow Warrior basketball after 32 years. Bobby hanging it up. He'll still do his morning show for that hour from 6 to 7 on ESPN Honolulu, at least until the NFL draft. But a true legend last year, inducted into the Circle of Honor, and a well appreciated crowd for all the years of listening to Bobby. I've known Bobby forever. You've known Bobby forever. Yes. It's hard to believe the time has come, but he's hanging it up.
You know, and I got to say, I was able to get a picture with Bobby before tonight's broadcast, and you know, I was able to be privileged enough and grateful to work with Bobby on the radio a year or two after I was done playing. Just an amazing wordsmith, of course, but just a tremendous love for the University of Hawaii. Taught me a lot. We went and traveled on the road, one of the best times you can have. Ask Marcus Owens. He can follow up with that. I'll just leave it at that. But Bobby Curran, the man, I love you, Bobby. Congratulations. Well-deserved rest. Obviously, your health, of course, comes before anything else. Big-time contributor to Hawaii.
No question about it. He'll be missed for sure. All right, let's talk about this game. Hawaii up by 10 early on. It looked like it was a pillow fight. And then Hawaii kind of found themselves, both offensively and defensively. And I thought they played really well down the stretch of that first half.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have to say, early on I said that we have to master physicality. Sorry, the Warriors have to master physicality, which they are doing.
You're French, so you're allowed to say
I'm allowed to say we. You know, the Warriors are out-rebounding them by 2, which is good. And we are also, again, they are also making sure not putting them on the free throw line is also a big statistics. We have shot 8. Warriors have shot 8. Bakersfield only 4, which is good. I'm doing my best.
Good thing this is not a drinking game. Every time you said we'd be smashed already.
I'll save that for another time. But yeah, you know, you hit it right on the head, Jerome. And aside from all the things you brought up, the turnovers, guys. 3 turnovers in that entire first half for Hawaii, taking care of the basketball, showing why that momentum is so important heading into that Big West tournament. But goodness gracious, Justin McCoy, and what a senior night he's having so far here tonight. But Warriors taking care of the basketball. You got to love it.
Yeah, 17 points for McCoy to this point. He's one of the reasons why in the preseason coaches poll they picked Hawaii to finish 3rd, where exactly they will finish, at least in terms of the seeding for the Big West tournament. But he, being a senior, 1 year in Hawaii, you can relate to that, Jerome. Absolutely. He wants to go out with a bang.
Absolutely. He's showing that tonight. Confidence. He's shooting a really high percentage, taking threes, you know, going inside, finishing hard. I really like his game tonight, and I just want to see the same thing in the second half.
Another senior having a good first half, Noel Coleman.
Yes.
He's a 4th-year senior here, started his career at the University of San Diego. Noel known for that right there. He's got 10 points at the break.
Oh, very impressive, that three-pointer as well. Doing it on the defensive end, and the way he's finishing on the break, but also setting up things in traffic, just understanding matchup. This kid has been doing it his entire career. But the backcourt, obviously that duel of McCoy, Coleman, really getting it done for the Warriors in the first half.
You know, you look at Hawaii and you think of them as a team that likes to shoot the 3 ball, and they do. But they've only shot 8 3-pointers. They've made 4 of them in that first half. A little bit of a different approach offensively to Bakersfield.
Well, I think it's interesting because they shot the ball so well this season. I think that Bakersfield is maybe trying to take that away from them. Now, it doesn't mean that the Warriors can't shoot threes anymore. It just means that we have to throw the ball inside to Bernardo, throw the ball inside to Justin, which they're doing well, and they're taking advantage of tonight.
You know, and I was just going to mention that, just recognizing mismatches, and you brought up the great point. Justin McCoy, he has absolutely no respect for anyone on that defense for Cal State Bakersfield, and rightfully so. He's finishing with his right hand, his left hand, but he's understanding where the pressure is coming from. But there's no true shot blockers. Yes, they're very athletic, but once you get your body into these guys, you negate all that jumping ability. And he's understanding that the veteranship is showing on the part of McCoy. He just is having a blast tonight on the box.
All right, Jerome, what do Hawaii, have to do to win this game?
They have to keep them off the free throw line. Listen, I'm trying my best.
I know you are.
They have to keep them off the free throw line, and then keep attacking the rim. Obviously, go through Justin. He's killing it. 17 points. He could have 17 more in the second half.
Good.
You know, so keep going to Justin.
Yep, I totally agree. Hey, forget how you got there in the first half. Justin McCoy is the key, but I like how Javon McLanahan is really settling the ball handling ability down in that first half as well. I like that he's getting back into the groove of things, but I want Juan Munoz to be ready for those kickouts and easy three-pointers because of that force inside by Hawaii.
Real quickly, how do you actually say we in French?
We. There it is.
Simple enough, so you're not wrong. All righty, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more as the honoring of Bobby Curran continues.
Welcome back here to the Pizza Hut halftime statistics. Well, Artie, what do you think here? Hawaii by 10 at the break.
Well, the Pizza Hut halftime statistics are showing the Rainbow Warriors are doing exactly what we talked about with the Kaiser Keys when it said be focused and perform. And the Rainbow Warriors 52% from the field, 50% from the from three-point area, and 100% from free throw shooting. Rebounding well with Bakersfield and doing everything they need to do. Bakersfield, on the other hand, 41% from the field, also 50% from three, shooting free throws well. It's a matter of the Rainbow Warriors getting more opportunities to shoot the basketball, score the basketball, and the fact that the Rainbow Warriors have 2 or 3 guys that are really making it happen. And it's been difficult. Justin McCoy has been a factor. Noel Coleman has been a factor. And those 2 guys are leading the Rainbow Warriors in the first half. Now, will they come through with the second half as big? I expect Bakersfield to come out and give an increased effort, but we'll see if that's going to be enough to get a win.
Yeah, Bakersfield isn't playing awful basketball here. It's a case where Hawaii, I think, just has been able, especially with that last burst at the end of the first half, just been able to play some efficient basketball. They were 8 for their last 8 from the field. But you have Bakersfield actually outscoring Hawaii in second chance points and bench points. And points in the paint pretty close as well.
Yep. Well, this second half I think it'll be very interesting because, again, both these teams will be in the tournament, and it appears both will be in the same bracket. And there's a great likelihood that this might be game 2 of a 3-game season because they might see each other again in the tournament.
Well, the bye, so important, right? Top 2 seeds get the double bye straight into the semifinals. Top 4 seeds, the 3 and the 4 seeds specifically, get that opening bye singularly. And so if you don't have that, like Bakersfield has made the field, but they will have to win in order to claim the tournament championship. 4 games in 4 days.
And the Rainbow Warriors will be only expected to win 3.
So the runners controlling here is Fidelis Okereke. Ran into some foul trouble, and Hawaii paying him a whole lot of attention, and that has been the result a couple of times. A takeaway on the pass. Extra pass, Coleman from the corner. Got it.
Well, Hawaii starting out exactly like they ended the first half, and that double team, trust me, that was a scout, that was a plan, and they're executing it to perfection.
Coleman now with 3 makes from outside the property line. He is alone in second place in career-made threes at UH, surpassing Zane Johnson. The only guy in front of him now is Jack Purchase.
Zane is probably somewhere going, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened.
Well, you know,
but then Zane will say, I was only there a couple years.
That's the thing. Here's Munoz for 3. You know, you got all these extra years of eligibility here with the pandemic era and all of that. But still, a whole lot of made threes for Noel Coleman. He deserves the recognition for it. Here's the pull-up by Higgins, +1. Munoz committing the foul.
Juan's got to be smarter than that. Once the guy has already risen for a shot, as you look at Noel breaking the record, right where Zane used to sit when he was coaching. Great steal a moment ago after the double team. Comes down and realizes he has no advantage, so he waits, and then he gets the ball back for that 3.
So here's Caleb Higgins We mentioned Bakersfield has won the last 3. They were coming down the stretch and very much in danger of not qualifying for the Big West Conference tournament. Head coach Rod Barnes telling us that they had a team meeting and there was just a lot of sharing, a lot of truth, a lot of emotion that was expressed. And Caleb Higgins was the guy who during that meeting stood up and told everybody, hey, look, this is my last time. I want to go to Henderson. It is on us to make that happen. And that's exactly what they've done since.
Yeah, he was the head of the snake, and he continues to be the head of the snake.
Rapp got fouled, got it to go.
And everything going the Rainbow Warriors way right now. Ryan Rapp showing the ability to get in the paint area. Once he's in there, he says, let me just try and pump fake a couple times to get this shot off. Gets it to go, and we'll get one more.
So Ryan Rapp, chance to complete the three-point play. Corey Stevenson committing the foul. And Rapp does so. The lead now out to 13 here, 2 minutes into the second half. Stevenson from inside the arc. That doesn't go. Stevenson had 15 points against Hawaii in the first meeting, but again, that was over 2 months ago. Those two teams very different in terms of rotation, and this guy has certainly raised his level here as of late. A block by Mark, but a foul is called. Let's see who picks this one up. And that's going to go against Tom Mark. And that's his second foul. And so Justin McCoy going to the line.
Well, Justin McCoy has been clearly the most important player for the Rainbow Warriors in the last 10 to 12 ball games. He has been the most complete. He's been the most valuable in these last 10 to 12 ball games, and he continues to take his game to new heights for the University of Hawaii.
He's got 18. That free throw gives him 19. Yeah, he has found a certain comfort level. Part of it has just been getting a little bit more acclimated to the scheme, but I think even also feeling more comfortable on that knee. Remember, he was coming off of a bit of a knee injury. Took him some time maybe to gain the kind of confidence that we're seeing from him now. Speaking of confidence, a lot of confidence behind that J, Caleb Higgins.
Yeah, Juan Munoz looking around like,
So 11 points for Higgins. First player in the double figures for Bakersfield. Here's Munoz, left corner three. Yes!
See, that's what Hawaii has. Hawaii has a couple of guys who can flat out shoot the basketball, unlike a lot of the teams in the Big West. When you got Munoz, Coleman, and McCoy cooking, you got a real meal coming.
Yeah, these dudes cooking with Kiave right now. Hawaii 6 of 11 from out there. Higgins' riser doesn't go. McCoy tugs down the board. He has 5 of those. Munoz trying it again.
Yeah, no, it could get ugly here.
How about these two North Carolinians? 2 seniors on senior night. Providing some highlights from distance. Here's a steal by McCoy. Ahead to Coleman. He gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. Juan Munoz starting to get lava hot here in this second half from the corner and then off the dribble. That's when you know the stroke is feeling feathery.
Yeah, and it's Juan's way.
Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Long's Drugs. Number is 1. Player in the history of Hawaii men's basketball to lead the Bows in scoring 3 seasons. The only guy to do it, the late, great Chris Gaines.
Yeah, he was a scorer.
But there could be another name added to that because Noel Coleman who has 13 here in this ball game, came into tonight as the team's leading scorer overall this season, averaging just under 14 a game. And if he completes it in this manner, he will have done the same as Chris Gaines.
Yeah. And Noel has, he's had an interesting career here. He's had a great career here, but there's been some times where you go, Noel, what's up? But he has come back this season to be a difference maker. And barring 2 or 3 ball games, he has been just that. Sometimes on the defensive end, he's the leader. But most times, Hawaii has succeeded when Noel has lit it up. And he is lighting it up right now.
Yeah, accumulating those career numbers. We mentioned now 2nd in made threes. He's also 8th in the UH career scoring list as the ball belongs to Bakersfield out of bounds. A 7-0 Rainbow Warrior run. And they have just been on point in that latter stage of the first half and through this first phase of half number 2. Higgins loose for 3. Got it to go. He is starting to find the range. He's got 14 points. Munoz, he'll try a deep 3. And losing the rebound out of bounds was Wilbon. It stays here. Ryan Rapp bothering him just enough there, fighting for the board.
Ryan Rapp is longer than you think, and he has more hop than you think he has.
He kind of has a little bit of that greyhound nose for the basketball, too. He knows where it's going to pop off.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
Munoz, 3 up. Doesn't go.
Juan's not shy now. Yeah.
It's senior night, man.
Well, he's older. He understands. He can't get him back.
And it's going to be a whistle against Bernardo. That's his 2nd foul. Yeah, Juan and McCoy, the former North Carolina high school teammates, are trying to do something here in their last home game.
Boy, Juan is sitting there going, look, I know there's only 2 things can happen if I keep shooting. I either make it or miss it. So I'm going to keep shooting.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's simple math. You make 100% of the shots you don't miss.
There you go. Yeah, okay, I understand that. You went to Iolani, right?
There's Tom Mark.
That's Iolani. And now that there's a shot clock in high school sports, Iolani has to shoot it. Oh,
wow.
Derek Lowe would be upset with me for that one.
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
I know, I just kind of lost my mind there for a second.
I mean, senior night, we're supposed to be, you know,
love,
feeling sentimental
peace,
here tonight, buddy.
Happiness.
It's going to be a foul against Okereke, and that's going to be his 3rd, and he is none too happy about it. His teammates trying to settle him down a bit.
Yeah, this game is going to go a long way toward the tournament.
Bakersfield could be a scary team in the tournament.
Yeah, but Hawaii is probably, in my opinion, the team no team in the Big West wants to play.
I absolutely agree with that. And that one knocked towards us. Artie Wilson flashing the hands.
Hey,
I thought you were going to shoot that.
I started to. Yes, I did. No, I didn't see you even move for the ball.
Well, I mean,
I guess you're the 2 guy. You're not the assist guy.
I'm more of a distributor, obviously.
Okay.
Here is Rapp. How about Ryan Rapp?
Ryan Rapp coming up big.
Attendance numbers through the turnstile, 4,877 tonight.
It's the largest crowd of the year, huh?
Pretty good one for sure. And now a foul against De Silva. That's his 3rd. Plot thickens, so Hawaii up comfortably, but still 14:02 to play. And remember what happened on Wednesday when Hawaii held a 13-point lead with about 5.5 minutes left to go in that one and almost lost the game.
It got real close.
It ended up being a 2-point win. And had it not been for a couple of fortuitous calls down the stretch, may have been a different result altogether. Here's Mark. Underneath, muscle shot doesn't go. Following up his own miss and getting the bucket is Jaden Alexander. 6'4" redshirt freshman. A transfer from New Mexico State where he redshirted last year. McCoy putting it on the deck. Draws a crowd, finds Beatty. 10 seconds to shoot. Coleman will shoot. And it's an air ball.
And the defensive intensity and the pressure and the passion has been dialed up a bit by Bakersfield. Hawai'i needs to make them pay with some quick hitters going to the basket.
Well, you're doing a good job overall, though, protecting the basketball. Just 3 turnovers in this game.
That's incredible.
Something that Aranganat stresses time and time again. They can keep their turnover numbers down. Sounds simple. Easier said than done. Tough shot there by Alexander. And it's Javon McLanahan. Bringing it across. Finding McCoy. Thought about the 3. Little show and go action. Lost the handle. Out of bounds it goes. And it's Roadrunner basketball. McCoy may be thinking he should have just shot that 3.
Yeah, the 3 was there, but then he thought he was going to have a lane and it would open up, and it did not open up. Bakersfield's got one more good run in them. This is it right here.
Contreras gets his own miss. Sends it back out to Higgins. A lot of time still under shot clock. Higgins the pull up from the baseline, and he draws the foul. He has been getting fouled on those pull-up Jays in a multitude of times here tonight.
Yeah, he got Javon McLanahan that time. He's gotten Juan Munoz earlier in the ball game, and the little guy is quick, he's explosive, and he gets up quick. Watch this. Now he plants it, he's up in the air, and if you reach in, he's going to move his body to exaggerate the effect, and the official is forced to make the call. It wasn't like he did that much to impact him, but he got a good acting award there.
Crowd trying to get in his ear. And he knocks down the free throw. He's 4 for 4 from the line. He's got 15 points. Noel Coleman replaced by Ryan Rapp. Hawai'i leading the all-time series with Bakersfield 6-2, and they've won the last 5 meetings, including the first meeting this season in California, January 4th. On the second free throw, that one missed by Higgins. The foul committed by Contreras going over the back. And so it's Hawai'i basketball. 15 foul for Bakersfield. First ever meeting between these two teams took place in the 2014 Rainbow Classic. Bakersfield, which was a dominant Division II team for a long time before joining Division I in 2007. Spent 7 years in the Western Athletic Conference prior to moving to the Big West in 2020.
Well, the Western Athletic Conference at one time was serious.
Yeah. Here's Higgins from straight on. That doesn't go. Good box out by Ruli Adept.
Good rebound by Harry.
Yeah, you have some remnants of the old Western Athletic Conference in the Mountain West, and how about that league in hoops this year? Beating for 3, left it well short. Bakersfield eyeing a move here. You mentioned, Artie, now would be the time if they have another run in them.
Yeah, they need to take the run right now with Bernardo on the bench, with Noel on the bench.
Yeah, Hawai'i cooling off. They haven't scored in over 2.5 minutes. Higgins, step back mid-ranger. That doesn't go. Contreras able to work his way for the offensive board. Kicks it back out up top to McGee. Contreras, left corner 3. Wow.
Big time, big time.
That's his 10th made triple of the season. The 6'9" redshirt junior trims it back down to 10.
This is an important possession for the Rainbow Warriors. They've got to stop this run.
McCoy going to try to do that. Doesn't go. Cancelaris with the box out. Bakersfield has scored 6 straight.
They score right here. Hawaii's going to start to feel a little pressure.
McGee in the lane. That goes. And it's down to single digits here in this second half. Aran not going to signal for a timeout.
As I said a moment ago, they score there. Hawaii will start feeling a little pressure. It's starting to get a little tighter.
It's a 13-2 run for Bakersfield, 8-0 run. And Hawaii hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes. Welcome back. Rainbow Warrior volleyball team back in the house tomorrow.
Ooh.
Number 3 coming off of that win over number 1 Grand Canyon by way of a sweep last night. They'll take on 5th-ranked UC Irvine. 4:30 p.m. is when our coverage starts on Spectrum Sports. And how about the Rainbow Warrior baseball team up 3-1 on Rice. Lost the series opener last night. They're in the top of the 7th. Randy Abshire has 10 strikeouts for the Bows.
He's making it happen tonight.
And how about the Rainbow Wahine basketball team? Some thought, hey, maybe you rest some players. You got the double bye. You're the top seed in the Big West tournament. No, they took care of business at Bakersfield.
It looked like Laura said, girls, I want everybody to get ready. And they got it done.
Lili Wahine Kapu with 22 points. Hawaii, the regular season Big West champions for the 2nd time in 3 years. And will look to three-peat in the Big West tournament. Meanwhile, as mentioned, Bakersfield here, 13-2 run, also an 8-0 run. Ryan Rapp trying to end it, unable to do it. Tracking down the rebound was McGee, and so things starting to get a little hairy here. 10 minutes to play.
Yeah, this second half is still to be played, and there's a momentum switch that's coming.
Runners running. Mark gets the bounce over the left side of the rim. That's now 10 straight points for Bakersfield. Call it a 15-2 overall run. Hawaii over 4.5 minutes without a point. Bernardo da Silva can't hit off the glass. The lead at one time was 20, and that was with 15:58 left. And Solaris. Bounce pass. Here's Alexander. Knocks over the defender. No call. It is down to a 5-point game.
Wow. I would like to see the Rainbow Warriors find a way to get Justin McCoy down on the box.
Oh, we tried to send it in over the top of Da Silva, but it sails out of bounds.
You have to have the right angle to make that pass. You can go high-low, but you cannot go beyond the three-point area to make that pass from the top.
I mean, this thing has downshifted in a hurry. 17-2 overall run for Bakersfield. They've scored the last 12. Timeout by Hawaii. Hawaii led by 20. That was just under 16 minutes left in this second half. 8:50 on the clock now, and it is a 5-point game. Bakersfield on a 12-0 run. You can expand that out to a 17-2 run. Hawaii hasn't scored in 5 minutes and 27 seconds. Artie, what's happening here?
Well, the tempo, the pace, everything is turned Bakersfield's way, and that's because they have gotten after it defensively, and Hawaii has gotten a little sloppy with their offensive sets.
It's Mark, finds Cancelaris, extra pass underneath, that doesn't go. Jaden Alexander got the contest from Ryan Rapp. And a much-needed stop that time at the defensive end by Hawaii. Da Silva bounce pass to a cutting Javon.
That was familiarity. Javon understanding when to cut when Bernardo has the ball. Bernardo looked for him, saw it, found it, made it happen.
That ends a 6-minute drought. Under 8 minutes to play. And that pass is picked off by Coleman. And a foul called against Gonzalez, trying to reach over defensively against Bernardo da Silva. That's his third. And that's going to get us to a timeout on the floor. 7:41 to go. Noel Coleman playing safety. Hawai'i will have the possession on the other side, but things have gotten much more interesting here in Mānoa. Welcome back. A whiteout was called for here tonight, and I would say the vast majority of the near 5,000 in the house got the memo.
Yeah, you and Scotty didn't get it. I'm not sure what the deal was.
Well, Scotty has some great taste in shirts, let me tell you.
I tell you.
Yeah, walked in tonight and realized Scott Robbs and I were wearing the same shirt.
Yeah. I felt like you didn't love me, man.
So vote, spec for tie. Who wore it better? Here's Coleman. Tough off-balance shot, didn't draw iron, and recovering it along the baseline was McGee. Took a pop to the grill and was asking the official where the foul was. Still a lot of time to play, a little over 7 minutes. Deficit is 7 for Bakersfield. Pinocchio went for the career-high 23 in the first meeting with Hawai'i. Just one shot attempt, no points here tonight. Mark off the mark that time. Bounce pass to Silva, layup good.
Nice job by Ryan Rapp. Drew the defenders to him. The help man came over also, and he just dropped off a nice bounce pass to Bernardo da Silva on the baseline.
7 points, 2 assists for Ryan Rapp. Lead back up to 9. Here's Higgins driving in on Javon, and McLanahan with the strip. And it'll stay here at this end. Okereke coming back in with the 3 fouls here for Bakersfield. Bernardo da Silva also with 3 fouls. So we'll see if Bakersfield tries to go at him a little bit more. They do get it to Okereke. The double doesn't come this time, and Okereke loses it out of bounds.
Everybody kind of held their breath, not knowing if there was a foul or anything being called. No. Turnover. I think both coaches would be just happy with that.
So now a scoring drought being experienced by Bakersfield over 3 minutes after working so hard to cut the lead down to 5.
Yeah, sometimes you have a hole that's so deep that when you dig out of it, do you have enough to sustain that same drive?
Under 10 on this possession. That pass deflected out of bounds by Okereke. There will still be 5 seconds on the shot clock.
And for the Roadrunners, number 22, Cameron.
Justin McCoy coming back in. He replaces Rulidef. McCoy with the 19 points to lead all scorers. 2 seconds. Late clock. Javon got blocked by Okereke. Shot clock violation. How athletic is Fidelis Okereke?
Yeah, he can move. He could go play the other sport at the high level. Can you see him as a defensive end?
Yeah. Here's Wilbon. Open look for McGee. Hit a couple tonight, unable to hit that one. And we're going to have a foul, and it's going to go against Hawai'i. And that's going to be Da Silva. That's his 4th. And so Rulidef is going to have to quickly check back into the game and replace Bernardo. We'll see how that impacts things, as Bernardo will have to sit at least for a couple of minutes, you would think. And now Contreras will check in, replacing Okereke. In low. Tough shot of Wilbon. He's going to be fouled. Ryan Rapp going to pick this one up. Aron Ganat doesn't like the call. Neither does the crowd.
Yeah. People here have been enjoying this game, and they're going, well, Ryan, unfortunately, he had his arms straight up, and then when he pump faked, his arms went over the offensive player, and then they went back up.
So that's foul number 2 on Ryan Rapp. And here is Cameron Wilbon. Transfer from Sac State. Prior to that, spent 3 years at Robert Morris in Moon Township, Pennsylvania, and the crowd roaring after the free throw miss.
When you're coming back and you're trying to climb out of a hole, you have to hit free throws.
And when you're trying to end what is a scoring drought now being experienced by Bakersfield that's lasted almost 4 minutes, also imperative to hit free throws. And he misses both. And the long rebound out to Coleman. And he's looking to force the issue. Oh, McCoy had an open look, thought better of it.
McCoy was close to pulling the trigger.
Hawai'i deciding to work a little clock here first. 8 seconds to shoot. McCoy leans in, doesn't get the shot. But he does draw the foul.
That's where I think Justin McCoy can pretty much live at the free throw. If he gets the ball in the right place in the paint area and no one comes over to double him, he's a tough guard. He's strong enough, he's physical, and if you foul him, he'll hit the free throws.
The conclusion of this one, we will bring you the senior night festivities. 6 Rainbow Warriors who are going to be honored.
Yeah, that might take till tomorrow. 6, my goodness. Which brings me to my thought that Rainbow Warriors got a heck of a recruiting challenge ahead of them.
That's a lot to replace. A lot of scoring, a lot of veteranship, a lot of rebounding. I mean, this has been a nucleus. When you talk about the likes of Javon McLanahan and Noel Coleman and Bernardo da Silva. And Contreras unable to hit the turnaround. Which has been a nucleus. I mean, you can throw Juan Munoz in even with the injuries. Nice pass from McCoy to Rulia down. And 1. But to replace that, Marty, what you're alluding to, it is going to be a challenge and an assignment for this coaching staff.
Yeah, they're going to have to go out and you've got to go out and get not project players. You're going to have to get guys that will come in ready to play, and they have skill sets that will keep Hawaii at the high level that it needs to be at.
That's the 4th foul on Contreras. Rulia hits the free throw. And just like that, after Bakersfield worked all that way to get back within 5, it's a 9-0 run for Hawaii, and the scoring drought continues for the Runners.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. All that work.
The double coming on Okereke, and again it results in a turnover. And a foul going to be called against Okereke as McCoy falls to the floor. And that's going to be his 4th. Well, that was the game plan from Jump Street here tonight, Artie.
McCoy is going to the free throw line. Now, he was in a little awkward position. If the big fella had a fell on him, it could have been ugly. So he was in a split position.
So 9 team fouls for Bakersfield. 1-on-1 bonus situation here for McCoy. Now 9 for 9 from the free throw line. 86% shooter on the year. You talk about some seismic swings here in this second half. Hawaii going from up 20 to up 5. Now they're back up 16.
Well, one of the stabilizing forces, I think, was Javon McLanahan also coming in the ball game and helping bring stability. Remember that bounce pass from Bernardo to Javon was very important to stop that run.
McGee will try a 3, and he hits another. That's his third make from out there, and that ends the drought for Bakersfield, but under 4 minutes now to play. And the foul on the drive there by Coleman. It is a 13-point lead for Hawaii. Marvin McGee III with his third 3. Welcome back. We were talking about recruiting, the challenges ahead in the offseason for this coaching staff. It takes a village sometimes in the recruiting effort. Artie, tell us what we're looking at here.
That is from back in the day. Myself, yes, that's me with the aloha shirt on.
To the right. To the right. There you go.
Tom Henderson is to the far left. My mother is between the two young ladies that were on the catamaran. And the guy behind me was a guy that we needed desperately to get to that next level, Moses Malone, who had told Tom and I at that time, I'm coming to Hawaii. I'm coming to Hawaii. He had fallen in love with it. We thought we had him. We would have been a dynasty for a couple years. And then the ABA came calling with big money, and there was not that big money in Hawaii, but he was close.
I thought for a second that was Steph Curry.
No, yeah,
to the right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's Steph. I'm Steph's uncle.
But Moses Malone, that is remarkable.
Moses Malone was on a catamaran with Tom and I. My mom was there on that trip. We had a great time. There was a number of people from Hawaii that were trying to help us get that recruiting done. Moses was ready to come here. It would have been Moses Malone in the middle.
Incredible.
Yep, Rod Aldridge would have been one of the forwards. Rod Aldridge just got inducted into the Georgia High School Hall of Fame. He was the Georgia Player of the Year back in the early 70s.
But Moses Malone decided to, turn pro.
And take a lot of money. And then Tom ended up playing with him later and winning an NBA championship.
Yeah. Winning a title with the Sixers.
So don't say we can't recruit in Hawaii.
3 ball by Higgins off the mark. Oh, the catamaran ride. That may be the key.
That was the deal. Not to mention there were some attractive young ladies on the catamaran, and there was a couple of Tahitian dancers and hula dancers that Moses his mouth never closed.
Probably a good idea to just stop there now as far as the descriptions.
My mom was on the catamaran, so that's all I got to say.
I don't think Moses' mom was on the catamaran.
No, but my mom's mouth didn't close either.
There's a drive by Higgins, trying to draw the foul, nothing doing. Closing in on 2.5 minutes to play. McLanahan, he loves that mid-range. That time it doesn't go, though. Hawaii by 14. It has been a topsy-turvy second half. Hawaii playing efficient basketball in the first half. They closed the first stanza, having made their last 8 shots. As that one deflected out of bounds, it belongs to the Rainbow Warriors. Built up a 20-point lead earlier in this second half. Then Bakersfield came storming back. Hawaii had a 5-minute plus scoring drought. The lead was dwindled down to 5. And then Hawaii able to secure control once again as Bakersfield got cold from the field. And the Rainbow Warriors found their form. And so Hawaii sitting pretty. They knew at tip-off that they had already locked up the 3 seed for the Big West tournament. Bakersfield knew they had made the field. And so they'll be the 8th seed. And Hawaii trying to change its fortunes a little bit, Artie.
No question.
You take away that first year in the Oranganat era, the 2015-2016 season, where they won the Big West tournament, went to the NCAA tournament, won the first ever NCAA tournament game in program history. Since then, though, it has been slim pickings as far as wins in the Big West tourney. Coleman for three. Got it to go.
Well, let's just continue to go up the ladder in that three-point career history. This is Javon knowing exactly where his teammate of a number of games has been, giving it to Noel and Noel draining it.
Noel Coleman now with 4 made threes. He's 4 of 7, 18 points. And here are the brackets for the Big West tournament. This is what it will likely look like here. UC Irvine, UC Davis, the top 2 seeds with the double byes. Hawaii the 3 seed, Long Beach the 4 seed. They'll have the first round bye, and Bakersfield will take on UC Riverside, the number 5 seed. That is, again, the likely seeding here. UC Santa Barbara, the 6 seed, and CSUN, the 7 seed.
So Hawaii will get either Santa Barbara or CSUN.
And that's going to be a foul. As Rui that fouls Contreras, put the ball on the deck. And now we're going to get some late substitutions here. Cody Williams getting ready to check in. Matthew Cotton, another one of the group of seniors to be honored tonight. He's going to check in.
Yeah, Matthew Cotton, the guy who started, I think, the first 13 or 14 games of the year. And then he ended up not having that starting position, and he's had a tough time getting on the floor, but you know what? There's still tournament time. It's nice to see him get a couple moments, a minute 30.
Javon McLanahan going to the bench. He's going to hear it from the fans. And this is just the start. The party about to begin here in about 30 of game time. What a career for Javon. 6th on the Hawaii career assist list. And so many memorable moments. The game-winning shot to claim the Diamond Head Classic against SMU back in 2022. The McLanahan Christmas Miracle.
Give Matthew Cotton the shot.
Oh, how about that block by Pinocchio? And he finishes at the other end. Inconsequential at this point, though.
If I'm Matthew Cotton, I'm going down and getting the ball. I'm dribbling it down, and I'm not thinking about passing.
Yeah, the transfer from Yale had his moments. 23-point season high. 5 made threes against Texas Rio Grande Valley. Instead, it's Rui Adev going over the left shoulder. And I'm with you. Let's see if we can get number 11 a shot here.
I would be like, guys, come on. This is my last opportunity. Show me a little love here.
Tough shot there by Stevenson.
Cody, come down the floor. Give the ball to number 11.
3-second differential between the clocks. Crowd now rising. Hawaii will have won 9 of its last 12 games.
And as I said earlier, I think Hawaii is the most dangerous team to have to deal with it going into the Big West tournament because of how they've been playing and because of the number of scorers that they have on their team who can flat out shoot the basketball. No team in the Big West has the number of guys who can really shoot the ball.
And so Hawaii, the 3 seed in the Big West tournament. And they end on a high note, 74-57 over the Bakersfield Roadrunners. And some standout performances from some standout seniors here in this ball game, Marty.
Yeah, there has been. Justin McCoy had a beautiful ball game. Noel Coleman came up big time. Javon did the steadying of the ship. Juan Munoz hit shots when he needed to. Bernardo was not a big-time factor in this ball game, but he didn't have to be because his partners took care of things. Great win for Hawaii. Answered the call. There was a little drought, but they got through it, and they got the win.
Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the game. Let's check it out. For Bakersfield, Caleb Higgins, their top scorer, 15 points, 5 of 16, though, from the field. And on the other side, giving the shout out to all of the seniors, but certainly you got to highlight Justin McCoy and his 23 points, Noel Coleman with 18, and you got contributions from some other seniors as well. Bernardo da Silva, 6 and 5. Juan Munoz with 9 points. He made 3 triples. And right on down the line, the senior celebration about to begin. Let's send it over to Scott Robb.
Coach, congratulations. This is a great way to end the regular season and get ready for the Big West tournament.
Yeah, it was a tough one. We played really well. You know, a really bad short stretch in the second half. Didn't handle success really well. Part of it was our maturity. Part of it was them. Give them credit. But we really responded well, finished the game out well. You know, I'm proud of our guys. They've been hot coming in here. Great crowd, really appreciative.
I want to ask you, because at one time this team was really struggling in conference. You guys were preseason picked to finish 3rd. You ended up as the number 3 seed. Talk about what this conference season was like for you guys.
Well, I mean, but we've never fragmented. We were never divisive. We stayed together. We wanted it. You know, sometimes things don't go your way. But, you know, it's not just the win, 9 out of our last 12. It's the byproduct of the practices, the chemistry, the leadership, guys stepping up, staying together, the fans, everybody, staying together. And I know our guys appreciate it. I know you could go the other way when you struggle. They didn't. They deserve it.
Go enjoy the seniors.
Thank you. Great seniors.
Good off.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. It is time to celebrate the seniors. We are going to kick it to the post game. To do that, Artie, however, it has been another wonderful season sitting next to you, my man.
Yeah, it's always been fun working with you. This has been a great season. We've got the greatest crew in Hawaii. This sports crew, I tell you, I've been doing this for many, many years with this crew, and they get better every year. And it's always a pleasure to see all my good people from Spectrum Sports and from the crew. It makes it real special.
Yeah, special for sure.
Easy coming to do this.
Yeah, special for sure. Love you, my man.
All right, love you too, big guy.
Don't forget about the post-game show. They're covering the senior festivities. But for now, for Artie Wilson, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, everybody, we bid you aloha from Mānoa.
Highlights Hawaii, CSU Bakersfield. We take a look at Caleb Higgins, who had 6 points at the break and then broke through in the second half. He finished the game with 15 points, along with an assist on 5 of 16 shooting, and really kept the Roadrunners in it for a good portion of that second half. How about Juan Munoz, the 8th-year senior, his final collegiate game at home. Munoz from the corner drains that one of his 3 3-pointers on the night, which accounted for all 9 points that Munoz scored here on senior night. Juan, of course, also doing a nice job of assisting and knocking down that triple as well. And how about Noel Coleman? Hawaii's going to miss this guy. Noel's been a big part of the program now for the last 4 years. The team's leading scorer. And again, another outstanding night for Noel. Played 34 minutes, dropped 18. He also had a couple of rebounds. He also hit 4 of 7 3-point shots. But the big star of the night, the transfer from the University of North Carolina, one and done, unfortunately for Hawaii fans, Justin McCoy. McCoy played 33 minutes, team high, game high, 23 points. He had 17 at the break. He also pulled down 8 rebounds, and it appears he's playing his best basketball at the right time as Hawaii locks up the 3 seed in next week's Big West Conference tournament with a win over CSU Bakersfield.
From Spectrum Sports, it's the Hawaii Honda Dealers post-game show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for sticking around on senior night. Scott and Jerome with you. Kavika's catching bad guys. The best thing is Hawaii came away with a win. It got a little nerve-wracking a bit in that second half when Bakersfield made that run, but I thought Hawaii pretty much played a pretty good game.
Absolutely. They had control, I think, the whole game. CU Bakersfield obviously had a little bit of a boost of energy in the second half, but Hawaii did a good job, took care of it, kept them off the free throw line, which I thought was really good, and also took care of the ball. Only 9 turnovers, and one was that team turnover we took at the end, just for making sure we don't shoot the ball, be respectful. So overall, great job by Hawaii.
And it was nice to see a couple of seniors lead this Hawaii team. 6 seniors. They'll be honored here in a couple of minutes. Justin McCoy, who's playing lights out recently. And then Noel Coleman. It's just Noel. We know what to expect from him every game.
Yeah, you can tell they're older. You can tell their experience. And especially, we keep saying it before the tournament, going to this really important games that we're about to play in Vegas. It's good to see your 2 leaders, play well, be confident, shoot the ball. I think, we saw kind of let's say, we'll see what they do next weekend as well. But I think you got a good night for everybody tonight.
No question. The night's going to continue now because it's time to celebrate the 6 seniors as we throw it over to the public address announcer.
Basketball fans, at this time we would like to recognize 6 outstanding student athletes who have each made their unique mark on Rainbow Warrior basketball.
Take 7.
Here to help honor them are from the University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union, Vice President for Member Experience, Jason Liepert, McCully Branch Manager Josh Thompson, and Marketing Coordinator Jackie Chen. Joining them on the court are UH President David Lassner and UH Athletics Director Craig Angelos. Before we honor our seniors, we'd like to recognize a behind-the-scenes member of the team. For the last 3 seasons, Jake Nishimura has served as the team manager, providing essential support for the program at every practice and home game. He will graduate this coming fall with a degree in economics, with a minor in philosophy, and focus on ethics and law. Basketball fans, show your aloha for Jake Shimamura.
You know this young man quite well. Tell us about him.
Well, I think one thing to first mention is, and it's really important that people know this, managers don't get paid. It's absolutely volunteer. And Jake always says yes to helping the guys out, always says yes to stay late in the gym, rebound for us, but it's also the little things like if he needs to go get food for the guys, he'll do it. I think it's very, very rare that you get volunteers to do this for you. And we really appreciate his help. And wish him the best in his future.
And you can tell all the players absolutely love him. That was great what he was able to do right there. And I think it's also very cool that, he is being honored here tonight because, like you said, he's as much a part of the team as the players are.
Oh yeah, he's behind the scene, and I would say he's almost more important than the players. It's been awesome to have him. And again, I want to say it again. I wish him the best in his future.
He started the first 12 contests of the season and enjoyed his best game when he scored a season-high 23 points in a win over UT Rio Grande Valley. This senior is currently pursuing his master's degree in finance. Basketball fans, show your aloha for the senior from Voorhees, New Jersey, number 11, Matthew Cotton.
Well, Matt Cotton, like you, a fellow Ivy Leaguer. I know that both of you are smart because when you had extra eligibility, you came to Hawaii. So that just proves that you got your Ivy League degrees. But talk a little bit about this young man.
One of the nicest guys, like you said, smart, but also, very friendly. It was great to have him around this year. And I wish we got to see a little more action from him, but he did deal with some injuries as well early in the season. Matt's been great. Obviously, it's hard for me to talk good about someone that went to Yale, but I'm glad that we share the same score as well. We share the same Hawaii kind of love that we have. So I love Matt. We'll see. I wish him the best again in his future.
And he's shown that he can do it when needed. We could see him in the Big West tournament. Here's some more seniors.
Our second senior is also a graduate transfer who has shined in his lone season in Mānoa. The North Carolina transfer has established himself as one of the league's top newcomers while leading the team in scoring in Big West play. He is currently working towards a UH graduate certificate in online learning and teaching. Basketball fans, give it up for the senior from Cary, North Carolina, number 1, Justin McCoy.
You know, Jerome, I look at Justin McCoy. It took him a little while to get into rhythm. I think part of that is the years at North Carolina and Virginia. He didn't see a lot of court time, but now that he's comfortable, he's going to be one of the big keys if Hawaii's going to be able to go to Henderson, come away with a championship.
Absolutely. I think it's kind of normal to see that, especially as a grad transfer and only getting 1 year. But like you said, it took a little bit, but now he's got a voice on and off the court, and he's a leader for the team. I'm really excited to see, how he goes into Henderson with him. And again, he's such a good guy. Jokester, as we saw a little bit earlier, too.
He got me. I thought he actually was crying.
Yeah.
This is a good one. He and Juan Munoz grew up together, at least kind of grew up together. Went to the same high school. Juan was a senior when he was a freshman, but they're graduating in the same class in college. All right, here's more from the public address announcer.
Our next senior first arrived at UH 3 years ago, but it was only until this season that he made his Rainbow Warrior debut. His long journey back from injury has inspired the team and the entire state, while play on the court has thrilled fans throughout the season. This senior leaves Mānoa with a master's degree in business. Basketball fans, let's hear it for the senior from Morrisville, North Carolina, number 55, Juan Munoz.
I always wonder where Juan would be now if not for the injuries. He's just got one of the most beautiful strokes I've ever seen in terms of shooting that three-point ball.
Oh, yeah, it's a pro shot, like we like to call it. It's pure. You can tell he's worked on it for a while. And Juan's dealt with so much adversity in his career, but it's great to see him tonight get a second senior year, really. It's only his second, But it's awesome. He's always the guy with the most energy, always ready for a joke or two. He's always talking to you in the locker room. I remember, again, I surprisingly missed from him, actually.
I thought he was setting something up. No problem. 50%. We'll take it from 3, right? Wasn't sure he would even be here tonight because he had to lobby the NCAA to get that extra 8th season. And he's been another one of those guys that's been a big part of the success of this year's squad.
Absolutely. Again, having 8 years, I think it shows. Got a lot of experience. And again, he's going to be one of the leaders in Vegas. You even know he might be sometimes a little bit quieter on the court. He can lead us just by experience in general.
Our next senior has been a rock for the program for 4 seasons with his toughness and leadership. Last season, he earned all-conference honors. He has also produced one of the most iconic moments in UH history with the buzzer beater in the Diamond Head Classic title game. He has played in 110 career games at UH, including a remarkable 105 straight contests. This senior will graduate this spring with a degree in entrepreneurship. Basketball fans, put your hands together for the senior captain from Vallejo, California, number 3, Javon McLanahan.
I'm sure Javon throughout his life was told you're too small, you're too short to play Division I basketball. I think he proved everybody wrong, obviously, with a very successful career. I always remember talking to him one time about going into the paint against guys like your size, and he goes, people don't realize I've been this size my whole life, so I'm used to it.
That's right, and he's not scared. He's got heart. He's tough. I feel really connected to Javon because he was my point guard. My first year here, obviously my first and only year, but he was awesome. I got to say, he commits to the team. He wants to get better. He wants to see his teammates be successful as well. And I think that's a big part of who he is in general. So I think the program's going to miss him. I'm going to miss him. And I think he's going to have a great professional career.
Yeah, he had that shoulder injury halfway through the conference season, kind of set him back. His role now is more off the bench, but he seems to be fine with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, again, that shows, what kind of guy Javon is. He can lead from the bench as well.
Our next senior is one of the best players the school has ever produced. He has earned all-conference recognition in each of the last 2 seasons for his clutch play on both ends of the court. Earlier this year, he became just the 17th player in program history to score 1,000 career points at UH, and he will also lead UH among the school's all-time leaders in three-pointers made. This senior graduated last spring with a degree in entrepreneurship. Basketball fans, show your aloha for the senior captain from Leopoldsburg, Belgium, number 4, Noel Coleman.
Transferred into UH after a year at the University of San Diego. He's out of Belgium, which is not a hotbed for basketball in Europe, but he was immediate impact and has been an impact all career long, particularly because of his three-point shooting.
Absolutely, especially that step back that we often see on the highlight tapes. He's really grown into the player that he is, and I think his improvement overall, not only in terms of basketball-wise, but just physically. He's also put on a lot of weight, a lot of muscle, which you can tell helped him out, over his career. Also a very humble guy, I have to say. Doesn't really like attention that much, but it just comes with, when you're a good player as he is.
So he's just like Hallam's, very humble.
Very, very, very humble.
I will say this, he comes over before every game and says hello to us. That's pretty classy. All right, let's hear more.
Our final senior has been here the longest of all our honorees. He first stepped on campus 5 years ago, and since then has been a key player in 115 career games. This senior will leave Mānoa near the top of the career charts in rebounding, field goal percentage, and blocks. He is also on the verge of becoming the latest member of the school's 1,000-point club. This senior will leave Mānoa with a degree in marketing. Basketball fans, give it up one last time for his senior captain from Rio das Ostras, Brazil, number 5, Bernardo da Silva.
Jerome, I'm going to leave this one to you. You guys were teammates. You guys battled, I'm sure, a lot in practice. You guys were next to each other on the floor. What can you tell us about Bernardo?
I think Bernardo tries to hide his little bit of a goofy side, but sometimes I remember I come in the locker room for a workout practice, and Bernardo would actually be singing and dancing with some music. I even heard some Katy Perry being played sometimes in the locker room. Yeah, he loves music. Not only in Portuguese, because he's from Brazil, but loves music, loves to dance. I think it shows his joy for the game as well, and the program's going to miss him for sure.
I love the fact that instead of dunking the ball, he attempted a free throw because he's making light of the fact that is not one of his strengths. But he works his okole off after every game and everything to try to get better at his free throw shooting, and he has improved this year.
Absolutely, and I think that shows how much of a jokester he is. Obviously, he got that rebound and dunked it, just to send it home. I think that was a great little fun time for everyone.
All right, so 6 seniors honored. The party will continue here in Mānoa. When we come back, the senior video. After that, we'll look forward to Henderson.
Welcome back to the Hawai'i Honda Dealers post-game show.
Well, UH gets the win on the floor. The party continues inside the arena, and it's time now. We want to remind you, we're going to come back and have another segment, but coming up next, right now, the always fun and emotional senior video.
I would say some of the highlights for me was honestly just being able to spend time with my teammates. Of course, being away from home and in a new place is very different, and something that I'm thankful for, just to be able to branch out a little bit and have a new experience. But mainly, I would just say being able to have different experiences, being able to go to the beach and the beautiful weather here. I would say the most special part is the camaraderie of it and the love of the fans. Yeah, every game, no matter, we had a tough stretch during the year, but the fans are, they're going to support us no matter what. And that like liveliness, and then even if we have a few good baskets or make a few good plays, you can just feel the energy. It's like electric, and they want us to do well so bad. And it's a kind of love that is very pure and something, yeah, that's so special.
I have great teammates here. I love them all. I feel like I made lifelong friends. Being able to play and represent a university, like you represent a university by being on a team and being a student at a university, but to be able to play and be able to play well, like I have here at Hawaii, has made it extra special.
I grew a lot, like being able to learn the game more, being able to mentor someone once you get older, and I feel like that's something that I've done my best with more, even Harry or like younger players. And I feel like I definitely grew a lot, and on the court, I just feel like, being able to play against really good teams my freshman year, my junior year, just being able to have those experiences like definitely helped me become a better player.
The experience has been amazing. Like it's really way more than I could even describe in these short seconds. But I'd say, like I said, the family aspect of it, kind of easy to say, but once you feel it, it just feels like a home, and it's hard to leave, And I think I've expressed that many times that like Hawaii's home for me. I think I met like some incredible people. I'd have to shout out definitely Samuta Avea and Kamakahepa, because they're true island boys, and just being around them a lot just I guess showed me how to be an islander, if you will. And they introduced me to some amazing people and their families and stuff like that. So I think off the court, just really diving into what it means to be an island boy, or just to be on the island in general, is something that really shaped my life for the greater good, and something that I didn't even know that I could tap into.
Man, it's been everything I could ask for. From off the court, having this family experience, I've gotten really close with a lot of people here off the court, so I'm very grateful for that. And on the court, this is all you can ask for. The family feeling, the togetherness, and just being able to go out there with people you love. I feel like that's been a big part of me, keeping me sane. I want to say I've grown a lot, and I still have a lot of growing to do, but I came in here as a shy kid who was weighing maybe 170 at the most, and I've been through a lot here, good and bad, but mostly good, and I think it allowed me to grow into the man that I am right now, especially with the support system that we have over here, great coaching staff, great teammates. I think they all helped me grow into the man that I am.
I wouldn't change any of my experience for the world. I think my 3 years at Hawaii have been special. They've been great. I think living in Hawaii has been the most special thing to me. Just this culture, just being around everybody, these people, has just been amazing. And it's just, I've said it before, it's just something that you have to experience. It's hard to explain. So I'm really happy that I've been here for 3 years.
Here's Coleman clearing it. Wrapped. What a pass to second for the punch. There's Juan, step back three. tall for McLanahan to beat the buzzer. Banks it in. Are you for real?
Welcome back to the Hawai'i Honda Dealers post-game show.
Welcome back inside Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Those players have just been honored. It's time now to take a look at Steve's Plumbing's final stats. There you see Hawaii winning at 74-57. Jerome, what stands out to you?
Obviously, the field goal percentage just being 50%, that's very good overall. But my biggest statistic is you always want to make more free throws than the other team attempts. We made 18 free throws, and the other team only attempted 11, which is usually you win a game like that.
Oui.
They usually win a game like that.
All right, I'm having fun with you, Jerome. All right, let's take a look at the final standings. Keep in mind, UC San Diego is ineligible for the final year, and I'm sure they're very happy about that. So Irvine gets the top seed, and you see UC Davis in second. Hawaii, with an 11-9 record, finishes third, at least in terms of the seedings for the Big West tournament, fourth overall in the conference. So let's see what the upcoming schedule holds for Hawaii. Of course, they'll head to Henderson, Nevada, March 13th, first round. Hawaii on both the men's and women's sides. Don't have to worry about that. But then Hawaii will be playing in the quarterfinal on the 14th, hopefully the semifinal, and then the championship on March 16th. So let's look at the brackets, because this is pretty much how it's going to look. In fact, it is how it's going to look. The top side of the bracket, Riverside and Cal State Bakersfield, do play one another, and they will face Long Beach State, the winner of that one, and then the winner of that one will face UC Irvine. On the Hawaii side, and Jerome, you and I were talking about this, UC Santa Barbara CSUN matchup. Hawaii will have to play the winner of that and then move on to play UC Davis. And we were talking, we thought Hawaii would be on the opposite side of UC Santa Barbara. That's a team that both of us are a little nervous about playing.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, just this year in general, Hawaii doesn't do that well against Santa Barbara, but I got to say, when you play a team the third time, it's hard to beat a team three times.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, so I would say that Hawaii is in good shape, going to the tournament, no matter what, CSUN or Santa Barbara, I think they can take it.
I think this is the first year in many years that I can remember where this basketball team is playing their best basketball at the right time. We've seen many years where Hawaii would get off to a great start in conference, kind of peter out, and then get knocked out in the first round. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
I just have a different feeling about this team. And I think part of it's just the veterans, so many seniors, guys that are adults. I mean, these aren't kids. These are grown men now.
Yeah, well, in general, building momentum is very hard over a long season like the basketball season is. So that the fact that it started a little bit later in the year is good, for them just going into a tournament like you said. And Coach Gana always says it starts with our leaders, it starts with our seniors. I think they're doing a very good job this year. I'm really excited to see them play in the tournament. I actually wish I could fly there, and go see them play, but I have basketball on my own. I can't. I actually can't go. I'm leaving to Spain to play basketball myself, so.
Yeah, you're getting ready to try to be an Olympian in the 3-on-3.
That's right.
Representing Canada. I hope the best for you, for sure. What does one thing you want to see Hawaii do, or what's the one thing they have to do to be successful in Henderson?
I would say they've been shooting the ball overall pretty good from three. But they have to keep doing that. But I think it's going to come down to just rebounding in general. I want to see very good performances from Bernardo and Justin McCoy in Vegas.
Jerome, you've done an outstanding job. You have more than willingly filled the large shoes of Johnny White. And I've heard more French spoken in the last couple of games than I've ever in my life. I will never get the word "oui" out of my voice.
Never.
Out of my head. Never. And it has multiple meanings.
We can do some more lessons in the future.
Hey, good job.
Merci.
All right, this is our final broadcast. We wish the best of luck to the UH men's basketball team on their jaunt to Henderson. Special thanks, as always, to our terrific, outstanding, hardworking Spectrum Sports crew. And for my broadcast partners, Kavika, Johnny, Jerome, I'm Scott. Until next time, we bid you aloha and a good evening from Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center in Mānoa.